start in the courts because the Ekropon District Court in the Ashanti region has remanded 12 protesters who besieged the premises of the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly to demand the release of impounded tricycles on Monday. The protesters clashed with police officers after they succeeded in taking away 3 of the tricycles impounded as part of an enforcement of a directive to restrict the movement of tricycle operators in parts of the metropolis. Citi News' Ashanti regional correspondent Hafiz Tijani reports.
It has been weeks since the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly started going back and forth with tricycle operators to get them to comply with a directive to restrict their movement in parts of the city. The enforcement team on Monday impounded some tricycles after some of the operators failed to comply with the directive. After the tricycles were taken to the assembly's premises, some persons mobilized and stormed the yard to demand the release of the tricycles. This resulted in a clash between the team, the police officers, and the protesters. 12 of them who were arrested on Tuesday appeared before the Ekropon District Court and were charged with conspiracy to commit crime, to wit, rioting, causing unlawful damage, and rioting with weapons.
In actual sense, when they came, they were able to disperse the people, and then there were 6 police officers who have been wounded by the mob, and so they were taken to Konfanochi, they were taken to the hospital for attention. And then 12 of the people that were there in the mob, I wouldn't say tricycle operators, because it's possible that the number of people that were there were more than the tricycles that had been picked. So maybe somebody called the brother or called, and then they were all just coming in to support them. 12 of them were arrested. And then they were taken to the police station. And today they were processed to court, and the court has remanded them for 1 week.
The Assembly insists it will not rescind its decision to enforce the directive as part of the Transport Reorganization Initiative.
It is not like we have targeted, but their numbers are increasing. They are increasing in spots within the CBD, the junctions, the walls of certain places, the zoo area, KJTR, Terminado, 24 roundabout area, Malcolm area. They are gradually grouping around these areas. And if we don't take care and take any action, in some few years, we'll have the whole of the city center used for commercial vehicle activities.
The leadership of the tricycle operators has disassociated itself with Monday's disturbances and appealed to the KMA to intensify education on the directive.
As we said this morning, we disassociated ourselves from what happened yesterday. But today we are here to make sure that what happened yesterday, at least it won't happen again. But you see, the problem is the KMA people should try to comply on 1 or 2 things so that things will be normal. As we had a meeting with the police commanders, they said any Pragya driver who got to the restricted area should be sacked to go back, not to arrest. Look at this place as we are. The moment you keep on arresting these people here, definitely they will mobilize more here. At the end, they will come more than the security here. Then their mind will give them that since we are more than the security here, let's fight for our mottos. Then it will bring another chaos.
There was, however, heavy security presence at the premises of the KMA on Tuesday to prevent a possible invasion of the tricycle operators. Citi News checks in parts of the metropolis indicates an improvement in the compliance level by the tricycle operators. The accused persons are, however, expected back in court in a week's time.
While the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly is bent on enforcing this directive, the leadership of the tricycle operators wants the assembly to soften its stance and rather intensify education to get their members to comply. Hafiz Tijani, Citi News, Kumasi, Ashanti region.